Have you heard of the stock ticker BMNR? Probably not. But behind the scenes, BitMine Immersion Technologies has quietly become one of the most talked about names in crypto infrastructure. This tiny company, barely on the radar a year ago, is now valued in the billions, has caught the attention of Cathie Wood's ARK Invest, and claims to hold nearly $9 billion in crypto and cash. But here's the catch. The stock is wildly volatile, swinging from just $2 a share to over $160 in the past year. So is BMNR the next crypto rocket ship, or just another speculative bubble waiting to pop? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about what BMNR actually does. The company's full name is BitMine Immersion Technologies Inc, and they're based in Las Vegas. They specialize in blockchain infrastructure, which basically means they're involved in almost every part of the crypto mining world. They host Bitcoin mining equipment for clients. They mine digital assets like Bitcoin themselves. They sell mining hardware. And they even operate large data centers that handle power, cooling, connectivity, security, and management software. In other words, BitMine is part landlord, part miner, and part equipment dealer. The company was only founded in 2019, but it's already riding the wave of crypto adoption and energy-hungry Bitcoin mining operations. Now here's where it gets crazy. The ticker is BMNR, trading on the NYSE American. The stock is currently around $43 a share as of September 6, 2025. But hold on. In the past year, this thing has swung from as low as just under $2 all the way up to a jaw-dropping $161. That's a roller coaster if I've ever seen one. And right now, the market is valuing this company at about $7.5 billion. That kind of price swing is pure madness. This stock is a wild ride and definitely not for the faint of heart. But here's where it gets even stranger. The company isn't profitable. Its P/E ratio is negative. Their return on equity, minus 174%. And return on assets, minus 43%. In plain English, they're bleeding money and the numbers are downright ugly. So how is it possible that Wall Street is valuing this company at almost $8 billion? Well, part of the answer lies in their balance sheet. As of August 2025, BitMine reported holding about $8.82 billion in crypto and cash. That's more than their market cap, but details are still murky. What's the exact mix of Bitcoin versus cash? How secure are these holdings? And are these reserves fully verified? That's one of the big questions investors are asking right now. Another reason BMNR has gained attention is institutional interest. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest ETFs, known for making bold bets in innovation, have been buying into BMNR. When ARK adds a stock, it often gets retail investors buzzing. And recently, BitMine expanded its board of directors, adding David Sharbut, a telecom veteran, suggesting they're looking to strengthen leadership as they scale. So why are some investors bullish on BMNR? Well, here's the case. First, the company claims to be sitting on nearly $9 billion in crypto and cash. That's a serious safety net. Second, the growth potential is explosive. If Bitcoin keeps climbing, BitMine wins twice. Once from its own mining operations, and again from the rising value of those reserves. Third, they've got institutional backing. ARK Invest, yes, Cathie Wood's fund, has been buying in, which usually means the big money sees opportunity. And finally, even though analyst coverage is thin, one analyst actually stamped BMNR with a strong buy rating and slapped on a $60 price target. That's nearly 40% higher than where the stock trades today. But we can't ignore the risks, and they're big ones. First, the volatility is off the charts. A stock that rockets from $2 to $160 in a year can just as easily come crashing back down. Second, the company is still unprofitable. Despite its flashy valuation, BMNR continues to burn cash. Third, the valuation is a red flag. Its price-to-book ratio is absolutely wild, more than 2,600 times book value, which screams hype over fundamentals. And fourth, there's limited transparency. Investors still don't have a clear breakdown of what's really inside those so-called reserves. So yes, there's upside, but make no mistake, there's also a very real chance of getting burned. To wrap it up, BMNR might be one of the most fascinating and controversial stocks in the crypto world right now. On the one hand, it's got billions in reserves, institutional backing, and a business model tied to one of the fastest growing sectors in finance. On the other hand, it's wildly volatile, deeply unprofitable, and carries serious transparency risks. So, is BMNR the next hidden crypto giant, or just another speculative bubble waiting to pop? That's the million-dollar question, and I'd love to hear your take. Drop a comment below. Would you buy BMNR at today's price or steer clear? Subscribe for more financial tips that help you build wealth instead of feeding the banks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.